Hello everyone and welcome to another training video. So in this video we are going to be doing a quick start. Last time we did normal start and then I did a simplified start. So today we're going to do the full start procedure, but we're going to be doing a quick start this time. And also I will show you how you can program the FMS, how to create a flight plan, how to edit it if needed. Then last time we did a vertical takeoff and a vertical landing, so this time we are going to be using our wheels. So we will do a ground taxi and a rolling takeoff and a rolling landing. When creating the flight plan, you will find the flight plan in the description of the video. We will also be doing an ILS approach at our destination, Lanzaria, runway 07. Now I'm not going to explain in details how to do instrument approaches, what is an instrument approach and all those things, because in the description of this video you will find many playlists. I already have training videos for all levels. So if you need basic training, you need intermediate, advanced training, you need instrument training, you can go and complete your training first. You need to be a good helicopter sim pilot before, doing helicopter operations, and not the opposite. I feel that most people, they just pick a helicopter, try to do things, it's not working, and then asking question, how do I do this, how do I do that? You have all those videos for free and public, not locked behind Patreon or that kind of thing. Everything can be accessed anytime. So go ahead, complete your training so that I don't have to repeat myself. So here I will just be showing you how to do those things in this specific helicopter. This is how I like to prepare the helicopter. So I will have the doors open. Okay, and let's remove those guys here. I will just leave the wheel choke or chocks or whatever. English is not my first language anyway, so but you know what I'm talking about. Done. Okay, and today we are going to be using the GPU. So as you can see, when we use the GPU, we will already have some systems that will be available. So where it is, anim GPU. Now there's no GPU model, but you can create a nice scenery if you want. Done. So now that we have this guy, I'm just going to put this here. Okay, so that we have time to explain how to create the flight plan. This guy is okay. This guy also is okay. So let's see how to create a flight plan. So I'm gonna use this MFD here to create the flight plan. So let me come here. As you can see, no active flight plan, no plan selected. Come here on menu. Okay, so first here FPL, you click on it, either select or create a flight plan. Okay, but since I believe I already have a flight plan, so what I will do is I will create, edit. I will where it is, you cannot delete the flight plan. Okay, so let's create a new flight plan. There it is. So first, as you can see in the I've said this in the description, I have my flight plan. So what I will do is I will click on add. Okay, now either you type it like we did in the previous video, the direct to, it's the same here, or you can use the nearest airport, and of course the first that will pop up is the airport we are already at. Okay, now in case you want to select something else, you use this, but of course it's going to be the airport we're already at. So you click them down here, press it, and it will populate there. Okay, now let's add the next one. Add. Okay, so in here you will see the next is ANIXU. You can type it, or nearest fix, or nearest VOR, nearest NDB, anyway. So let's try this option here. and it's giving us ANIXU once again. If it was not the first, you will go and look at the appropriate one. So there it is. Okay, very good. But now I'm gonna skip the next one, EGPOP. I will put the arrival airport directly. So this time let's type it like this, or select it like this, FAPS-ANIXU-EGPOP-FALA, Lanzaria. Okay, so there is only 4, so you press once, and here you leave empty again. It's gonna give you the options. So here it's Lanzaria, FALA. There it is. Okay, now you can click save, and at the same time I will be testing because I already have that plan. So let's see, we've created the plan. Now let's activate the flight plan. I will see if it gives me 2 options. So here, there is. That's the first one I had, and that's the second one. Okay, that's the second one. Just to prove you that they are not the same, let's come here. The first one. Okay, active flight plan. You see it has everything populated. So let's turn this one off. So if you did not have this menu, you click on this one, second, active, and then active off. Of course it corresponds here. This is for this one, info is for this one, and by the way, everything in bracket here means it's not implemented yet. So we will clear this one. Confirm. To confirm, you click this one. Now let's select the one I just created. So we select it because we've already created it, so it's very nice. In fact, in the real helicopter you will have the same thing, except that you don't have the point FMS. Okay, so this is the one I just created, and same if you want to see the active one, there it is. Okay, but now I need to add a waypoint that I missed. Okay, so it has to be before FALA. Okay, so I put it here and click on this. Insert is going to be here. Okay, so once again you can use nearest fix, and let's try it and see if it gives us EGPOP. There it is. It's not the first one, but you scroll here up or down, and let's select EGPOP. There you go. So it added it before the any point I selected. So for example, if I wanted to insert something before ANIXU, before it, so I place it on ANIXU, and whatever I add will be placed before it. Okay, and there I have my flight plan, and the blue one is the one I'm going to fly to. As you can see here, it's indicating me my next waypoint. Okay, now it's not finished yet. I'm just exiting this to show you something else. So now that I've done partly with my flight plan, as you can see here, save. Okay, now we can bring the active. Okay, we have the proper flight plan. So here, destination, FALA, it's going to show us our final destination. Where I on the PFD, let me actually just increase the size and I will resize it again. It's showing you here our next waypoint. Okay, so not to confuse, on the MFD here you're going to find your final waypoint, your destination, and on the PFD it's your next waypoint. Okay, and here it's 0 because I'm still on the ground. I already explained this in the previous video. It's going to base on the fuel you have left and the speed you're traveling. It's going to give you your total range and the total time you can remain in flight. Now let's do some amendments to the flight plan. So we still have a flight plan active. So ANIXU here, you select the waypoint and click here, and what we are going to do is we're going to choose it as an overfly waypoint. Okay, we come to here, overfly auto, we choose overfly, there it is. Okay, we'll do the same one for the EGPOP overfly. There we go. And now our cruising altitude is going to be 9,000 feet. So same thing, you come here, and even if this helicopter does not have VNAV here, I'm just inserting the altitude I'm expecting to be at that point. So offset I will leave 0, and as you can see here it's populated 9,000, 9,000, 9,000, but for FALA you will see it will change in a moment. Now let's see how to do an ILS approach. So our airport is going to be FALA, Lanzaria. Come here, okay, and we still press this here. When it has those curved arrows, it's to scroll. When it has the finger, the hand with the finger pointer, you press it like this, and we're going to be selecting IFR approach. There you go, same thing here, select. Now I already know I will be doing an ILS approach to runway 07. Now if you are using ATC, you can do this in flight once you know where the ATC will direct you, but here it's no ATC, so I'm already selecting ILS 07. If you know which trans you are going to use, you just choose it, otherwise you choose none, but I know I'm gonna use LA1 and 2 because it's not the first time I'm going to Lanzaria. There you go, runway 07, there it is. So it has already inserted all the information, frequency, course, everything has already been done. And here, if you click on active flight plan, you see it has populated all the information necessary, including, let me show you here. Once again, I've already explained in the tutorial on instrument flying. Okay, including all the information that you have here. You have to be at 8,000 for the IAF, etc., etc. It has already populated it. Oh, I did not start that, so okay. There it is. Has already populated it. So at LA1 and 1, I need to be at 8,000, as you can see, and then 6,600 as per the chart. Okay, everything has already been populated, and the runway is the airport elevation. Everything has already been populated. Now we just need to fly the aircraft. Okay, so that part is done. Okay, so once you're satisfied, you could save if you want. There it is, and always I like to check. There it is. This is how you create a flight plan, and you amend a flight plan, and how you program the FMS to fly an instrument approach. So in this case, it's going to be an ILS approach. Now let's start the helicopter. So yeah, I have a GPU on. Okay, so doors. Let's bring up the checklist, by the way. So this one. Next. So of course I've already gone into details. I'm just going to do them, not explain them. So a name already removed, only the wheel choke, so I had to make sure I will remove it after. So this is done. Doors, I explain why I keep one door open. So here, landing gear down, this guy is okay. Emergency parking brake, verify on. Nose wheel, okay. Nose wheel lock, cyclic stick. Yup, there goes. collective. Okay, all switches confirm up, guarded, normal position. Now these guys, usually, I wish it had persistence so that you remember where I leave the switches. So this one is unknown and guarded, it has to be guarded. Anyway, I will come back to it after. So anti-collision light on these guys, yes. Okay, ground, except this one is up for the EU. Okay, and actually you have to check all the circuit breakers. No white strip visible. Fine, this one is okay. So next, FAPS-ANIXU set to ground. It's already on ground. Battery switch. I'm using GPU anyway, so I just switch these guys on. So, and by the way, let me put my headset. So inverters, there you go. Cockpit lights as required. External power already taken care of. Master caution light already taken care of. Pilot PFD and MFD we already confirmed on. ESIS and EDUs on. EDU test. So let me try to do it on the window. There you go. So menu. Where is the sweet spot? There it is. Test.
Fire. Engine 1.
Good.
Fire. Warning.
Gonna do its test. Light concern. It is here. The values. Good. This one is done. Next. Oral warning.
Test. Okay. Rotor, low. Engine 1, out. Engine 2, out. Fire. Engine 1, fire, fire. Engine 2, fire, warning. Rotor, high. Autopilot, autopilot. Engine, idle. Overtorque. Airspeed. Landing gear. Decision height. 200 feet. Altitude.
In the meantime, it has completed the test, so centered. Okay, fire exit closed. Static source, that's what I was talking about. I will come to it anyway, so it was guard up. So here, down. ELT, always in the on position. So next, the servo. Norm. Ventilation, okay, lamp test. So these guys already 3 green. Doing the lamp test, so we have a red light and only AP. These 2 guys should be on. Lamp test, red light, the other lights on the APMS, and goes off. Okay, center position, altimeter set. So let's come here. 29902, definitely. I don't think that's the right one. So GPS, let's verify I'm at the right airport. 2987. Okay, so Barrow 2987. Let's give this guy to 2987. Fuel quantity checked. Load share, we didn't touch it, so it should be where it is. Okay, and our switch set 200. Set 200 rotor brake. Let me first check a message. So let me see if I can. Yep, the rotor brake message. So let's leave it here and try to use both. So rotor brake message, there it is, and now disappears. Good. Rotor brake, good. So now engine start. So like I said, we're going to do the quick engine start. So let me put the view here. So quick engine start, you can read what it's going to do. Actually, we're going to be starting both engine. And here Okay, all the fuel, we can already go ahead and do it. Valves and pumps on. We'll put it directly to on, and then for engine 2, okay, if the Gen 1 load is 200 amp or less. Okay, so I will come here. There you go. Auxiliary, so let's start engine 1. Every time I forget this.
Warning.
Shut up.
Warning.
This guy's supposed to be much higher.
Warning. Warning.
Oh yeah, I'm on GPU. And one, checking this, I was already checking by the way. So here TOT, temperatures. Everything in the green, engine starters, main hydraulic system for 1453, 1453. Transmission, good. So now we can switch external power if used disconnect. So I will put this on here and I mean bye bye, thank you. And put this to normal. Okay. And now I should also have PFD before Copilot. There you go. Aborted, why should I abort? System checks, so we're going to go through this very quickly because once again I've already explained it, so let me zoom to where I will be using, so here, and I need auxiliary. So I already explained what I'm doing, so I'm just doing them. Okay. Good. Servo. Okay, so next item on the list, cross bar. So I just need to put it slightly there. It is. Okay, so fuel pump 1 off. One, cross speed, on, level 2, off, level 2, cross speed, level 1, level 2. Good. Crossing bar closed, vertical bar, auto. Excuse me. Once again, I've already explained this in the first video, so yeah, just to save time, I'm just doing them. So there we go. For this one, I don't have a shortcut, so I have to click on it. So HRS down, ADU, I just did it, and the GPS too, I just did it. SMS panel, all off except for those two guys. Pilot flying is me. Display, pitch roll. Trim, okay, collective and yaw, pitch and roll, collective and yaw. AP1, P2, push, off, these guys off, cabin door. Okay, so next item on the list, video heat. Video heat. Down. Oh, I just had it there. So period. I first need the auxiliary. These two guys done, ADI and good. Altitude 05QNH 2987, 2987, DSI 0, radio altitude 0. And off switch auto. And off switch auto. Let's confirm that this guy is going to stabilize at 102. There you go. And those bad boys here, turn them on. And what's next? So before takeoff checks. So there it is. Let me, before doing the full start check, verify that yeah, everything is okay. So let me select this. Maybe later I will display the map here, but anyway, let's have it here. So cockpit lights as required, position anti-collision light check, and leave as required. So I will use them. Anti-collision is already on. I will put position light, taxi lights as required. I will put the taxi light. Where are you? Taxi light, period as required. We don't need it. Confirm in auto. And to 102. Good. 102 torque. It's a torque limiter. I will use torque limiter. There you go, landing light, it's taxi light that is on. Anyway. Parking brake off. Okay, warning, confirm, none. So parking brake off. Let me read what's coming next, and then ground taxi, no wheels off, connective, pedal brakes. Okay, so now we're just going to, there you go. Now before that, I will check if I have the wheel chokes, and I do have them, if you remember. So, anim, yes, so I will remove them. There you go, and now I'm ready. We'll do a ground taxi to the runway. So here I'm removing the parking brake. There you go. And here also I will be unlocking the nose wheel. So here what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna press the trim release on the cyclic. This guy here, you will see it's animated, and push forward and also slightly and gradually raise the collective until I get the helicopter moving, and I use the pedals, you know, to turn left and right. Now I'm on brake check. Okay, it's good, so we can proceed. We will come to stop holding short of the runway. This is where usually you will be handed over to tower. Not usually, this is where you will be handed over to tower. Now it's coming to a stop, maybe the wind. So here the whole short line. Come to a stop, and put brakes. So okay, let's assume the tower has cleared us for takeoff. So let's go. But anyway, towers sometimes they are drunk and old. So let's check. Remove parking brake. Now my nose wheel is still unlocked. So just align myself with the runway here. ANIXU, we were just checking there it is. Now because you will be turning, you don't want to come to a stop right after the turn. You want to keep rolling forward a little bit without touching the pedals, so that you know that your wheels are aligned, kind of straight ahead, I mean. Yeah, aligned with the direction of the runway. Yes. So here, don't come to a stop as soon. Like here, don't come to a stop right here. No, keep going forward just a little bit, not using the, or slightly just to. Okay, now I need to lock this guy. So you have a shortcut here, as you can see, and I will also put the landing lights. In fact, I should have turned it before entering the runway. but I'm not used to flying wheeled helicopters anyway, so there you go. So now what I'm gonna do is the same thing for the taxi, except that I'm gonna increase the collective way more until I kind of get a lift off, and then take over from there. So let's go, let's see if everything, torque limiter, is it on, landing light on, everything is set properly for the takeoff. We are ready for takeoff. There we go. Same thing here, forward, trim release and forward, raising collective, using the pedals to keep a center line, and then if you feel that the helicopter is rolling to one side, you use your cyclic to kind of correct this until the helicopter, like here, lifts off. That's a rolling takeoff. Now you just fly runway heading, and remember to retract your landing gear once you are above 200. Same time. Okay, landing gear up. Still no autopilot here. I'm just gonna trim this baby, line up, and then I will activate ILS now, and I will program it. Actually, I should have done it before, to climb to 9,000. 9,000, there you are. Alt A, IAS now. So IAS, let's put it to 80. Put it to 80. Now that I'm up in the air, nothing really interesting going on outside, so that's how I will usually fly. Landing lights, okay. I'm sorry once again, I'm not so well. There you go. We're climbing. Actually, I could increase my climb rate, so I should do this. There you go. We'll keep it at the same speed, and I already explained what these guys do, so I will try to match here. I will try to match my collective with the helicopter collective. So in any case, if we encounter an emergency, you know, I don't kind of enter panic mode. So now it's going to be a long flight. I will climb up to the first waypoint and show you that it's going to turn automatically and follow the flight plan. And then I will come back once we are preparing ourselves for the landing. Because otherwise, I mean, if I show the entire flight, most of you will skip it to the approach anyway. So for the moment, we're just heading towards the first waypoint, which is at 7 nautical miles. We will take 5 minutes. And once again here, our destination is FALA at 70 nautical miles, and we will take 51 minutes. Based on our current airspeed, of course, once we are at our cruising altitude, we will increase our airspeed, and all those times will definitely decrease. So keep an eye on your instruments, on your not gauges, but temperature, pressure, yeah, digital gauges. Once again, I'm sorry, English is not my first language. I speak 5 languages. 4 of them are not my native languages. I mean more than 5, but fluently 5. There we are. So here I'm just gonna 25, I'm kissing the whole one. For this guy, maybe because my co-pilot is just setting his FAT as doing nothing, so I will take care of this myself. 2.5? Okay. Maybe I should allocate a shortcut for this one too, because at some point you will see that I will be using his MFD, because I will be displaying something else on mine. So here we are going towards first waypoint, ANIXU. I'll show you how it captures, follows the next waypoint. Okay, we will increase our cruise altitude, cruise speed. And you could actually already start, because we are just I've already explained how to use it because we have the autopilot on. I'm just using the trim hat switch now. With autopilot on, it has other functions. What I'm doing here is just increasing the speed of this, so come on, catch up. Power limiter. There you go, power limiter off. So let the baby stabilize, and anyway we're about to turn. Into nautical miles. With 1.3 nautical miles. I'm not doing anything, I'm just as you can see here on alt mode, IAS mode, that is holding the altitude, because it has already climbed to the target altitude. It's holding the airspeed, and I'm on nav obviously. And actually, let me show you something. Let's wait for its turn. Okay, automatically it's turning by itself, following the flight plan, and now you will see EGPOP as the next waypoint. So here you come on OBS, okay, and you make sure that it's following the FMS. Maybe I should have shown you before taking off, but anyway, you select the appropriate one, because the flight plan has already been programmed, and we are not using the frequencies here. Everything has already been programmed, including ILS and all. So here we are just monitoring that everything is doing fine. So once again, it's going to be a long flight, so I'll get back to you once we are about to begin our descent and do the ILS approach. Once again, through the magic of editing, it will just take a few seconds for you. So here I'm at 4 nautical miles. I'm gonna arm glide slope here, GS. There it goes. As you can see here, it has already displayed. There is blue means has not captured yet. So this, you can come here, menu, page, and then select HSI here. Where it is, sweet spot, there it is, HSI, and you have the HSI. So that's why I said at some point I will need my fat ass co-pilot doing nothing. I will need his NFD. There it is. Some monitoring. 2.2 nautical miles. So I will start a descent and then stabilize at 8,000. Let's reduce the speed. Okay, it captured. Yeah, it's captured. So it will just be a question of time now. Just want to make sure I'm at 8,000. Yeah, should have started soon actually, but anyway. The black slope is way above us anyway, so let's keep going. Confirm course 6066. I'll show you in a moment. Let me reach 8,000. There it is, 066. Course is okay. We put it back here, running landing. Just in case it fails to capture the light slope. So here you just wait. I might even once I see this indicator going down, I will start to reduce airspeed. Of course, you have to check the altimeter for land area too. Am I seeing it coming down a little bit? Yes! Yes! Okay. So I'm already gonna start reducing my airspeed at least below 115. So I might even put it at 100. And by the way, before I couldn't increase the airspeed, I had the torque limiter because I kind of pressed the button to retract the gears, but for some reason it did not retract. And then I noticed the gears were still down, so I had to bring it up so that, you know, that's why I had the torque limiter warning. It was not allowing me to increase my airspeed. So just to point this out, so I had to check. It was my mistake. I had to check that the gears were really up. Now they are really up. Okay, now they are really up. So in a moment we will be capturing the. If it does not, I will start my descent anyway. That's why I already have the altitude programmed, and then I will just monitor that it's going through the various points here accordingly. So there is triple phase, so 90 maybe, so that has a better time down the slope, and actually I should be matching. There is purple captured. This one captured. So as you can see, we are descending. Also indicated here, vertical speed. So you don't have to adjust anything, let the helicopter, that's why it's called an ILS approach, instrument approach. The autopilot did stuff. Okay, couple captured, here captured, course. In the meantime, let's go through this approach thing again. So landing gear will be down. Below the M2 nose wheel lock is already on, parking brakes already on. So these guys are already, so landing lights, I will turn them on. I can actually turn them on already. Then we're not doing the vertical landing this time, we are doing the rolling landing. Running landing, rolling landing, whatever. So landing light on. Of course, then you can go ahead and set your decision height, minimums and all. I already showed how to do it in the previous video here.
Rotor, low.
Emergency, a real one. I have no idea what happened here.
Warning.
I have no idea what happened here. Okay, let me see if I can still
Rotor, low.
do something.
Lights low. Rotor, high.
Are my gears down? Are my gears down? I need my airspeed. It's a real emergency, guys. I will redo this phase again so that you can see, but it's just a real emergency. I have no idea what happened. Everything was going okay, so real emergency.
Pull up. Warning. 200 feet.
Shut up.
Rotor, low.
Yeah, I know.
Warning.
Am I down? Yeah. Ooh. Let me come to a stop, then I will explain what I did. Real emergency, I won't edit it. Yeah. Now, for safety reasons, let me shut down the engine. And I will explain. I will do this phase again. Let me see, engine on fire, whatever. Everything was in the green. I will rewatch the video again and explain what happened. So, okay, let's shut down everything.
Autopilot, autopilot.
Shut up! I'm in an emergency
Autopilot,
situation.
autopilot.
There it is.
Autopilot, autopilot.
There you go. Shut up. And I will just leave the helicopter. If I have passengers, making sure that everybody knows what to do, etc. So what happened here? I was flying, okay, encountered an emergency. But what I did is I tried to gain control over the helicopter. I couldn't. So let me see if you can see them here. Okay, so I just brought those guys to idle. It's like closing the throttle, and then perform an auto rotation. So I had my gears down. Okay, I was flying at around 60 to 70 knots, and then performed the auto rotation. Except that I did not have a choice. As you saw, there was some kind of slope, and anyway, I was able to safely land the helicopter. No damage apart from whatever happened to the helicopter, and my co-pilot, shitting his pants. Anyway, and there you are. Once again, if I did not have the proper training, I would have crashed. In the description below, you will find all the exercises, basic, intermediate, advanced instrument training. Become a good sim pilot so that you can really have immersive and realistic flights. So once again, through the magic of editing, what I will do is I will return to the airport, take off again, fly that portion of the flight again, and I will see you once we are about to do the actual landing, because up to this point everything was going fine. Okay, so I will see you once I'm on the glide slope about to land. So here we are again. I'm redoing that part of the flight, the ILS approach. As you can see, we are about to capture the glide slope, and we've just captured the lateral deviation. Everything else has been set up the same. I already have my landing lights on, and I'm flying at 90 knots. And I'm gonna go ahead and set my altitude to 6.3. There, monitor if this guy captures, we shoot. So everything has been done as up to that point. Same. Glide slope on, and you can see here about to capture. If it does not capture, then I will use Alt A to start my descent towards the runway. So now, anytime now, it should capture. There it is, captured. So this guy here captured, this guy here captured. Now we just wait until we have the runway in sight. In the meantime, shut down. So prior to this, flight, approach and landing, shut down. So that is approach and landing, landing Galaba. Once I have the runway in sight, I will lower it below 75 knots. Okay, nose wheel lock. It is on, parking brake off. It is off, landing lights as required. I already have them. Vertical landing, no running landing. Now the running landing, let me explain how I'm going to do it. Since we are wheeled, but we are not an airplane, it will take us longer when we touch down. We will be slower, so it will take us longer to reach the exit point. So that's not how we land in a wheeled helicopter, because it's you have to clear the runway anyway. What I will do is I will overfly the runway and touch down prior to reaching the exit point. So at Nanzeria, the exit point, I will turn to the left, and we will already see the taxiway while we're still approaching the runway. So I will touch down as close to the taxiway as possible, and sometimes I can even land on the taxiway itself. Okay, so you don't want to touch down where airplanes land, because they are faster when they touch down. They will reach their exit point faster, and we are much slower when we touch down with a wheeled helicopter. So if the exit point is way ahead, you will still have to roll up to that point, which is gonna take much more time. So keeping an eye on all the indications here, everything is in the green. And I rewatched the video again to that point. So everything was fine until we got that emergency. So it was an off-airport autorotation, emergency landing. How to do it is explained in the advanced course. Different autorotation type, straight in, 180, 0 airspeed autorotation, everything is explained. Except that with a wheeled helicopter, you of course need to make sure that you lower the gear. In the training video, it was an R22 skid, no gears, but here The only difference is going to be to lower the gear. Okay, runway in sight. So now at any point I could take over, but I will keep going. And now usually I like to approach it at around maybe 80 knots. Because at any point I will revert back to ATT mode. Remember, we talked about this. You press this button. Do not disconnect the autopilot. These two lights will light up. It means that you don't have SAS. That's not how you disengage the autopilot modes. You press this button here, ATT, and you will revert back to ATT mode. You still offline the helicopter manually. It's just that you need to press the trim release. So actually I will lower the gear. This guy lights up when you lower the gear or raise the gear. It should disappear after a while. So landing light on, meter was already on, parking brake released, nose wheel engaged. So now I will just get rid of those guys, and I will get rid of these two just to show you that I'm reverting back to ATT. You will see ATT, and let me make sure my collective, like here, if it was here or here, the yellow bar, I align it with the white one. Already explained in the previous video. Before then, now taking control. See, ATT. Now I have manual control, and there you go. So I already explained how we're going to be doing that landing. That's why don't rely on the PAPI. There will be 4 white most probably, because we're not touching down where the airplanes are touched down. We'll be touching down closer to the taxiway we will be exiting at. Sorry for my broken English once again. I can already see the taxiway I will be using to exit. We're going to exit to the left. I believe I will need a lot of left pedal based on what I'm getting here. I'm not on the pedal yet, but already. Crosswind landing. So we had all the package today. Emergency, crosswind landing. Yeah, I'm already a lot on the pedal. Yeah, that's gonna be a fun touchdown. And remember, we're not touching down like an airplane much ahead near the exit. So start to bring that airspeed down gradually. Yeah, most probably a crosswind landing. It's gonna be interesting.
feet.
Continuing. Trying to, you can see the exit to the left there. We'll touch down. Because of the crosswind, I will touch down on the runway, not on the taxiway. So you want to get around 30 to or lower for the touchdown. Because of the crosswind here, I'm struggling a little bit. Trying to get an as smooth touchdown as possible, maintaining center line. There we go, touchdown. I was really fighting with the helicopter, by the way, so that's why it's a little bit sooner than I would have liked. But anyway, there we are. Approaching the taxiway, I'm gonna unlock the wheel so that you can turn. Usually I would have preferred to touch down here, but I was really struggling with the helicopter, so there it is. And from there it's just, you know, doing what we did when entering the runway. Controlling with the cyclic here, forward cyclic, and then with the connective. Usually at around that point I like to touch down. But since we already got an emergency, I did not want to do that part of the flight again, so we're going to exit left. We'll come to our stop. Keep going, keep going. So once again we'll come to a stop, holding line. This is where we will be, and then over to ground. Push the parking brake. There it is. So I will put this to taxi, and actually that's all I need to do. Maybe the limiter I can already remove. I will remove it after. So there we are. We've been handed over to ground, and then I believe the next is already the shutdown. So okay. So just before rolling again, so this is unlocked. Is it? Yep. And this also is unlocked, so we can proceed. No, it's parking brake is on actually. That's now. Let's check the message. Only it's taxi light, but it's still showing landing light there. Anyway, so let's taxi to our parking space, and then we will shut down the helicopter. Okay, no problem. Look at that crosswind. I mean, some guys can't land in an airplane with a crosswind, so okay, just saying it. So we'll just choose a random spot, maybe somewhere there, just to complete the flight, because I have pizza waiting for lunch. Maybe there. Now I'm not playing a lot with the collective actually, I'm just putting it at a sweet spot. Now I feel that it's slowing down. I increase it just a little bit to see how it reacts. I forward with the stick. And once I kind of find the sweet spot, where should I turn? Anyway, now, so here, I'm seeing lines here, so I just follow them. It might not be where I should be turning, but I just need to come to a stop. Those are probably reserved for other types of vehicles. But anyway, I will come to a stop here. Okay, so I will already put the parking brake because I'm sure that's one of the items. Those will lock on. Remember, when it's forward, it's on. Parking brake off. Collective lever confirmed fully down. Cyclic pedal centered. Engine 1-2 mode set to idle. Idle. Fuel pump 1 switches set to off.
Rotor low.
No, not at that point. These guys here I can switch off, but not the valves. What are you talking about? Limiter off, lights off, rotor brake. Okay, I will wait for 2 minutes actually, but because I restarted the flight, I kind of did not use the clock again. So actually, you wait for 2 minutes. In the meantime, we kind of switch off everything that can be switched off. These guys can go off, and you can also switch off the inverters actually.
Autopilot, autopilot. Autopilot, autopilot.
Shut up! Where were you when I had an emergency, huh? Not helping. Anyway, so there you are. We say, okay, 2 minutes. We've waited 2 minutes, so engine shut off, and then here we can get rid of this. When it's below 40, we can apply the rotor brake. Now we can apply rotor brake. There we go. Not all the way, somewhere here, so that it kind of gradually brings the rotor to a stop, or like so. There we go. This guy can already go there. Ground. And I will turn this guy off, and now it's just shutting down the helicopter. So these two guys off. This already set off. Parking brake, etc. Okay, position light already off. So inverters.
Autopilot, autopilot.
Let me just
Autopilot,
remove
autopilot.
my headset. There you go, and those guys are already off. So here you come to that black part here, pull down, and then red part up. There it is. So flight this time successfully complete. So we saw how to create a flight plan, edit it if necessary, add or remove things, and how to activate an ILS approach, how to fly the ILS approach, and as a bonus we also saw how to react in case of an emergency, and then I did the approach and landing again, and how to shut down. We've done it a few times already. So it was a rolling takeoff and rolling landing with a ground taxi in between, of course. So next we will also see how to do an auto takeoff, transition up, I believe it's called in this helicopter. So we will see this, and maybe we can add other things in relation to how to fly this helicopter. So I hope you find this video helpful. If you do, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in another video. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.